of a little girl, for example, dangling from a building, dead. They should hang their heads in shame, those who support this, shouldn't they?
Slaughtered like animals, and they defend the slaughterers. And then they raise their hands to heaven and talk about how much they love Jesus. There isn't words in my vocabulary to describe the utter disgust I feel in my heart for these so-called Christians.
I've been looking at pictures all day. I've been tweeting them. They're viral. Hundreds of thousands of people have retweeted my tweets today of a little girl, for example, dangling from a building, dead. They should hang their heads in shame, those who support this, shouldn't they?
The situation in the north deteriorating for weeks. This girl standing with a dead body, shocked to be alive after another Israeli strike.
I just retweeted another one that's going viral already, of a little girl in the fetal position, scorched to death on the earth of the Gaza Strip, in which she has lived, existed for all of her young life until now, because she's been burned to death by American bombs, fired from American airplanes, costed by American taxpayers, paid in American dollars. So the crimes that Harris is committing are ongoing right until this hour, and they will be ongoing until the end of the Biden-Harris administration. That much is certain. If you're going to support a genocide, even when it's losing you a presidential election, you can be sure they ain't going to stop once they have lost it. They are so recklessly ready to lead us into World War III, not just in the Persian Gulf, not just in the conflict in the Levant, but also in the conflict in Ukraine, and also in the conflict in the South China Sea, in the Straits of Taiwan. How many possible World War IIIs will it take you to decide that the Democrats, Biden and Harris, are a clear and present danger to the safety and security of the world?
It comes from the Democrat Party or the Republican Party. They sit in apathy while the doors of tyranny close in on us like the doors of an elevator. While they enthusiastically support the brutal torture, slaughter, mass murder, and genocide of their brothers and sisters 5,000 miles away.
With just days to go and a deadline set by the Biden administration for Israel to improve the humanitarian conditions in northern Gaza or risk losing future military aid, this now one of the deadliest strikes of the war. The Hamas-run health ministry saying at least 93 Palestinians are killed, including at least 25 children.
Slaughtered like animals, and they defend the slaughterers. And then they raise their hands to heaven and talk about how much they love Jesus. There isn't words in my vocabulary to describe the utter disgust I feel in my heart for these so-called Christians.